final movement of the 5 we've seen, where we've stretched boundaries, looked at a world of creative possibilities, shot for the best, fired your imagination, and now we're celebrating the extraordinary.
Throughout this performance, we'll see a huge range of traditional instruments, even weaved throughout our spectators, enabling the spectators to feel like they truly are a part of this performance.
First performers we saw were from the Evergreen Secondary School. And now this is the Meta School, the Association for Persons with Special Needs, APSN.
Chinese orchestras always have such an intricate balance of beautiful sounds that when they get put all together, sound absolutely sensational. Very reflective of some of the team sports that we'll see over the next week as well. Go from the music to the dance with some performers from the Meta School. Incredible amount of work has gone into this entire show this evening and the games over the past 2 years. As we draw your attention now to the next group, I Am Soul. What you'll find interesting is that you'll see parents who are taking part in the performance. And in the front there, you'll see these giant red, they look like torchlights, but what they do is, similarly for one of our performers down there in the front, they take the movement and translate it into sounds. Sound beam switches.
So the show continues. The combined choir is children from the Canasian School Rainbow Centre from Yishun Park, Cerebral Palsy Alliance for Singapore, the Association for Persons with Special Needs, Chaoyang School, and the School of the Arts. Now all the dancers gathering on stage as the finale will introduce just about everybody who's been part of the show tonight. The opera singers from the School of the Arts.
And our choir, who gave us that beautiful rendition of the national anthem earlier, back again to perform once more. beautiful harmony. But they need one more thing, a bass line. And there we have it, the taiko drums. This evening we'll see a range of performers, from primary school students to the elderly with a range of disabilities. And in this performance alone, we're seeing a wide range of instruments, including traditional Asian instruments. Finishing up there with the taiko drums, the timpani, as well as the electric guitar.
Finale, celebrating a victorious celebration of the extraordinary. Visuals from Michael Larson, music by Philip Tan, and this is the venue, the Singapore Indoor Arena, for this opening ceremony.
So the Singapore Indoor Stadium will also play home to wheelchair basketball. That's not the only sport that we've got lined up this week. In fact, kick-starting tomorrow, athletics, badminton, cerebral palsy, football kicked off today. We'll have more action tomorrow. Chess, five-a-side football, goalball, shooting, swimming, table tennis, and 10-pin bowling.
The sailing gets underway on the 6th of December as President Tony Tan just meets and greets many of the athletes, competitors and contributors for tonight's activity. Competition runs through until the 9th of December when we have the closing ceremony, but also the culmination of athletics, boccia, cerebral palsy, football and goalball. Go on to the ASEAN Paragames2015.com website for the schedule, news and updates.
And don't forget, for those of you in Singapore, or if you're planning to visit Singapore, ticketing is free. The most important thing is to go down and check out some of the sensational sporting action that we're going to be seeing over the next week.
So the games are well and truly open, and the sporting activity has already begun, but we can just recall some of the performances tonight. And just recall some of the artists, the likes of Lily Go on the drums and Samantha Gray, Daniel Panomo, Mirin San, Sombut Simla, Lee Chi Chow, all of whom really helped make this a celebration to open the games. The cerebral palsy football started today at the National Stadium. Singapore beating Indonesia, a fine goal from outside the penalty area. We can catch highlights. Thailand beat Malaysia by 6 goals to 1.
Definitely a great start to all the sporting action that you can expect to see over the next week. 15 sports, the most we've ever had at an ASEAN Para Games. And it just goes to show that the games are getting bigger and better as the years go by. And Singapore, in its 50th year, in its Golden Jubilee, very happy to host over 3,000 athletes and officials here on her shores for the 8th edition of the Games.
The 15 sports that you can catch are boccia, archery, athletics and badminton. Cerebral palsy, football, chess and five-a-side football.
Goalball, powerlifting, sailing, shooting, swimming.
table tennis, 10-pin bowling, and wheelchair basketball as well. It's very, very competitive, and some of the rules are slightly amended to enable the athletes to deal with their disabilities, but I promise you it is no less competitive as a result.
Wheelchair basketball player.
Chupo Chun there shaking hands with President Tony Tan. Chupo Chun, one of the Singapore wheelchair basketball athletes. He'll be excited to get into all the action on Sunday when wheelchair basketball kicks off at this very venue. The Singapore Indoor Stadium will be transformed almost overnight into a stunning basketball arena. Many of the sports will be played around the Sports Hub, a fantastic facility that Singapore has developed for large sporting occasions such as this, which enables various sports to come together in one unified area.
Just to explain a little more about the Para Games, 10 impairment types participants may have: impaired muscle power, impaired passive range of movement, loss of limb or limb deficiency, leg length difference, short stature, ataxia or ichthyositis, or visual impairment and intellectual impairment. So they're all the problems that have been overcome by the athletes. Competitive to the core. There is one of the most competitive women you will ever come across in any sport.
Ip Pin Siu, one of the most celebrated athletes here in Singapore, inducted into the Sporting Hall of Fame here. She's played an integral part over the past few months in raising awareness for the ASEAN Para Games, attending a lot of the events and rallies in the lead up to the Games to support One Team Singapore. And Minister Grace Fu there, playing her role as chairperson, getting very involved.
For tonight, our thanks to the 174 volunteers, 120 motivators, 661 performers, 454 students from 15 special education schools, the 75 creative team members. Congratulations on making this a successful night.
It's been 2 years in the making, and we've seen it all come together with lights and sound and plenty of fanfare here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium.
Interactive and immersive audience participation was the goal of the creative directors. Congratulations to the creative director Philip Tan and all of his team. The opening ceremony concludes tonight's festivities, and we are on the serious stuff of the sport tomorrow. Enjoy the ASEAN Para Games in Singapore.
get your legs up. Get your legs up. I take this broken life, I take this partial fight, I and get my flags up. I'll take this broken life, I take this partial fight, I blind them city lights and get my flags up. I take this broken life, I take this partial fight, I blind them